alive, and Chu is going to keep more position. I don't know, something about it must be something in the air, man. Stand-ins for OG just...
The battle begins.
Certainly shown so far in this turn. We're good. Did see OG start off with an D ward. That's a huge... Good start for him. BZM versus Armel in the mid lane matchup. Two super skilled mid laners in a matchup that, well, can be a little bit snoop. Dragon Knight is usually hero that chills out. Not until the mid game that we're super active. Not a hero that we've seen a whole lot mid lately. Why do you think they brought it back?
Well, I mean, this second phase was all about stuns for OG. You open Undying TA, you just want to get the control, make sure you can anchor the fights around them, play off the back of the trap. So OG, Dragon Knight, Rubick, deal with the puck, get your stuns at the same time. This team really likes having their stuns because, again, they play this tri-core type lineups. You're not going to have a lack of damage. You might fall in a position where you have a lack of control, and that's where, like you're talking about, all these support players on OG, they love hitting their shackles, love hitting their fissures, love hitting their lifts. It's all about the control. Tri-lane on tri-lane action, a little bit of a throwback here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, I'm not convinced OG is going to be able to win this aggro tri-lane they've got going out. The toss back. Januel is taking a lot of damage and he doesn't have level 2 yet, so there's no Shadow Ruff to protect him. Amar takes the first blood. Fnatic thought they were going to be able to kill Amar. Turns out, it goes the other way around.
OG late to the tri-lane and still getting that first blood. A little bit of mischief dodge, a little bit of fairy fire action, but still.
Nice toss back. This is what I was expecting. Toss back underneath tower into stuns. I feel like this is really difficult for OG to deal with, which means they probably want the creep wave to push in, which it is going to. They've got double range creeps going out there.
Tri-laning into Undying is pretty damn tough. There's not a lot that beats it over the long run. The upside is, in theory, they get some early XP and gold for this Beastmaster, who otherwise would have had to play into that Dirge himself. So Jabs does get the one-on-one. At the same time, he was kind of getting beat up in this. Yuragi just taking it to him with the sideblades and the damage. He's kind of limping his way to Helm here. Will get it. All said and done, I feel like Jabs is probably happy with this outcome compared to what he was facing down the barrel, which was going to be a rough start. Of course, Alf can always catch up. I think Fnatic just wants XP out of this. I almost think this tri-lane was a bit of a... They were trying to bait OG into, you know, running around the map, not getting the static lane setup they wanted, propel them past the first few levels here, and then they're going to be happy.
Might wish to retract your last
That said, Jabs leading on bottom and just gets sidebladed into... Not exactly what he wanted to get out of Helm that was still on courier and didn't even get delivered to him.
Yeah, you can see how hard this lane is. Not only is the beat time, you can see, well, he's like, okay, I've just got to... It's typically not what you do as a range 4 position. And somehow missed the easy camp there, so... Wave ends up...
No money.
Taiga did a nice job earlier. We saw him deny himself basically tier 2, so he could get into this position to help Yuragi. Big reason why they get this second kill in the game.
Laning start for OG here. This is not a team you want to give a laning start. It tends to be, I think, one of the weaknesses you can exploit. If they get a lead, they just tend to build it and they become unstoppable here. A bit worried at how far Jabs is falling behind here. Sure, he got the Helm. Hasn't been able to stay in the lane to any degree versus Undying TA, and Yuragi's just getting the world gifted to him.
If they're going to be winning that top lane and the TA is free farming, that just means TA is going to go in triangle pretty fast Desolator, which means Roshan, very early Roshan could be on the table for OG.
Sure. I mean, TA kills it, and at the same time you have Wukong and Undying Tombstone to dissuade the contest.
Oh yeah.
That's like an impossible Roche for Fnatic, especially since Alk is probably going to be on catch-up duty for Ghosts. His start is not fun here. Double Wraith Band and boots up for Amar already. First blood gold injected straight into his veins, slapping it right back to Palos.
Now, it is interesting OG playing this off-lane Monkey King. It's something that we have seen Amar play a couple times before. We saw it at the Major. In fact, it was used again, specifically against Fnatic. So that is a kind of interesting little twist.
I like this
Radiant's
monkey.
courier
It fits
has
the
been
profile of
killed.
these like anti-carry offenses.
Radiant's
Like
middle
Razors, you think of
tower
these
is
Vipers.
under attack.
Monkey can fit this role kind of subtly. At the same time, of course, it's also a carry, masquerading as an offense where you can scale.
Yeah,
but this hero just destroys melee carries on the lane.
Really trying for this one. They do manage to get the avalanche
Toss back
into the
detection.
toss back. There it is. The Bramble's going to be able to work through the refraction
Huge
as well.
kill.
So this is a really nice kill if they can get it, but it's going to take a little bit more, and the Tombstone's already out. They want to fight into that one, and they don't have Shadow Realm for Gen. Well, so he's going to be tossed back again. Fnatic go for an aggressive maneuver, but instead find themselves to be the victim of OG.
This is worst case scenario. Master not getting anything aggressive. More levels to the Templar Assassin the whole time. Again, Palos cannot lane top. This is an unlaneable one-on-one. The mid matchup going okay for Armel here. It's just not much pressure he can exert on the Dragon Knight. Double bracer up, full stick. The lane setup OG is very happy with. All they have to think about is this aggression that can come out from Beast. They shut it down every time. There's no other play options on the map for Fnatic. It's just going to be on catch-up duty, try and get some stacks up for the out. Stay defensive. OG don't want to give him that time. Using the catapult mid, level 6 time for Dragon Knight. 6-minute rune. Everybody looking for it.
They're going to try and punish him with the toss back. Does it snap the coil? It does. Straight to the Bramble as well. Really nice combo there from Fnatic, showing they've got something still that they can do. Even though their previous moves of aggression were a bit stymied, they still able to do something here. Of course, Amar, nice use there towards the end. Palos stuns himself.
Leave you man up.
Palos may have to just leave lane for a pre-level 6, which is going to feel really bad, or maybe even go lane. The casket here, the ward behind the tower.
He doesn't want to leave because there's just no stack. He was laning with this DJ Tiny. DJ doesn't want to stack and he wants to be killing heroes. Kill mid definitely helped this game a lot. Side lanes for Fnatic. They are just very far behind. They're not side lanes that necessarily get better for them over the long run. Yeah, just how far he is.
So it means a lot is going to come down to Armel and his rotations, right?
Exactly. This is why Fnatic really wants to contest these power rooms and stop the DK momentum. That will free up the puck.
I mean, you knew Palos, he was going to die eventually.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
There's just nowhere for him to go.
And the Siege Wagon is pushing in, so this is going to be at least a decent amount of damage to... They're able to tank for the tower as well for the next creep wave.
You can see this Alec just trying to make some early moves to help them at mid. The next DK form is coming up here. As I say that, instant auto refill. I think Fnatic's play option here is really to play around the coil and try and get some bait from OG to get turned around against him.
It's just like the toss coil combo.
Yeah, the toss coil. The other route is you play around this roar and the summons.
Dyer's middle
does have
tower
his Helm of the
is under
Dominator.
attack.
This is where he can start to push back against EA.
True, the refraction is no longer going to be a
Armel's down
defense. Mel, show up.
Dyer's middle tower
Got
is
the
under
foil
attack.
ready to go, but they not off.
They're trying to have Palos defend mid while they make this
no.
auto move.
Well,
That's not going to go well. Not with the two supports rotating in. Palos, he's going to have to run down the river away from this tombstone. Turn around, stuns up BCM. It's going to be kind of a close call. They're going to have another round of decay and a shot from BCM, and Palos is going to fall.
Stalling them up a decent amount, forces the tomb drop. It'll probably free up this
Dyer's
bottom
middle
tower
tower
for Jabs
is
as
under
Jiragi
attack.
leaves the lane from the numbers.
Dyer's structures
Still mid
are
tower. This is
fortified.
exactly what BZM want, and it's pretty much the best move Tiger
Radiant's
can make it in
bottom
the game.
tower is under attack.
Meanwhile,
Dyer's middle tower
Amar, the
is under
silent
attack.
carry, just continuing to farm top in
Radiant's
an
bottom
empty lane
tower
pretty
has
much.
fallen.
DJ leeching what he can. Leached a decent amount, up to 1,000 kills.
Killed.
It's going to be a slow game for Fnatic. They're going to have to grind out what little map control they have. Try and make the best out of this Grievel's Greed.
Which means, like, a lot of it could be the way Fnatic back into the game is playing that defense Dota and waiting for OG to flip up, which does come down to the intro fatigue, right? You're a LAN environment, naturally more framing than
Greetings.
OG. First match of the day, long series, tough 1-2. Now they're having to play second series thing. So
Yeah,
we'll
if
see
I
how
know
long-
anything,
Yeah.
Amar has the stamina higher than any player I've met. This guy plays 10 pubs a day and blames everybody and all of them. He's used to it, you know?
That guy's max energy all the time.
Exactly.
Stay near.
Palos. This Undying is being a little annoying, and they're going to make sure he's punished for a move like that. Now, is he going to be fine? Maybe not. Mark's going to show up. They're going to get the chainsaw off that. The avalanche might help him. Mark, that he cannot jump to the other side of that cliff. Palos was able to finish up the creep wave, but
he got his skeleton stolen, man.
Oh, no.
He really just wanted the skellies.
Look how far away.
He's going to be far away for a very long time. This is why Fnatic really want to hold this mid tower. And that type of move, not only isn't that great for them, but it costs them the coil and the resources they kind of need to defend mid. Their last bastion to maintain the camps for Alchemist. It's going to force Palos into this bottom area of the map now, which takes it away from jabs. Wouldn't be surprised to see Fnatic try and smoke the Beastmaster on the next roar, clear out their own jungle, potentially even defend top, because they're not going to have the option for these progressive moves. You have to take the defensive fights when OG gives them. Try and make space for this Alchemist.
It is kind of awkward, right? The Alchemist kind of want to occupy this. Right?
Yeah, that's the downside of this tower going down. It forces them in camps. And as we're seeing jabs, he's just getting kicked towards mid here.
Long jump forward here, getting on top of DJ. Yeah. Back to the safety of the tower, though. Tower, I don't. BZM at a double damage, sweep it in from behind, gonna catch DJ. Follow up here from Mamar, he's gonna drop the Wukong command. That'll easily be enough damage to get to that kill. And nobody from Fnatic is gonna rotate to stop this one. So that top tower is probably forfeit, though the Beastmaster is gonna move towards mid. They're gonna spot you. You manage to silence him, see the silence lasts long enough. He has to jump away before the telekinesis is there. They do have all the creeps coming in from the Beastmaster. Armel on the other side as well. One last sweep, and they do manage to get it. Jabs claims the last hit, though. The mid creep wave does die, so they didn't get any tower.
They're getting something on the map. They're wasting a bit of this TA's time watching this Sprint die. Jabs will now move up into that chop jungle so they can free up the space for Alk. Kind of the ideal map setup you want to have going on, considering the circumstances. All in all, that move beat Fnatic. Maintaining their map control, getting some more vision. John Will had some more D-wards during that whole period. Vision in Fnatic's favor at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very big for them. It's often the best way to abuse this.
Now the Dire jungle. Way back. Expecting some sort of smoke maneuver here. I mean, they've taken the outer towers. Now it's time to start asserting, planting your flag somewhere on the dark side of the map.
Yep. Here it is, Blink to the Dragon Knight, SO for TA. Very timing.
Yeah, if they get the right opening, right, it's straight into the Roshan.
And that's why CJ is just super annoying pushing this top lane out. Okay, they're gonna smoke, find him here and kill him. But this is probably the best target that Fnatic can give up for this smoke. A huge way for BZM to run. A random support who got more gold off the wave. DJ even went phase boots in this game, being a little greedy. Time for Alchemist to kill some skeletons bottom. Time to shove mid in. Again, I don't think this Roche was ever contestable from Fnatic to begin with.
Yeah.
OG is just gonna force it with the Desolator.
We'll see what Fnatic gets in the meantime, because they probably have a strong idea. I mean, I would expect some sort of move, maybe on mid. But the Beastmaster is actually just farming the triangle, right?
It's just so dangerous. I mean, you overextended a Tombstone. They don't have the best hitters early on in the game unless Beast feels run in. You have to think about the trap vision. You have to think about this monkey sitting in a random tree might just stun you. Aggressive moves, I think, are still on the table for now. Jab stack this triangle and give it to his Alchemist friend.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
attack.
attack.
With that shockwave there.
I mean, all said, all things considered, this Radiant timing is not the worst I've seen.
Yeah, he's definitely recovered pretty well. I feel like his net worth in 9 minutes was pretty substandard, but now he's kind of back in spot. We'll see. I mean, the Radiance just accelerates things even further. There's still this awkward part where Palos and Jabs are occupying the same part of the map and kind of fighting over this.
At the same time, OG hasn't built any crazy amount of work. Their supports have a little low damage until, minutes. Say that, and Chu does have level 4 avalanche, which is why they're smoking.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
going to be kind of a map control game from OG. They just want to get all 3 of their cores at the same farm to the point where
Jabs is here. They're going to spot him.
Someone's getting caught by these.
At this point, would you say, like, Fnatic, these deaths are sort of expected in some way? They just kind of, like, have to aggressively shove out lanes and then make moves like this, where they're going to try and catch the Undying. Not the easiest kill in the world, but a good toss-back snap of coil does do efficient job.
Hard. No one wants to go to the space.
Oh, barely gets out that fear before the...
Greetings.
Rubick can get the stun. The follow up there, the bounce strike. There's the chain stun, and Armel, well, he doesn't really have much to jump on. He barely gets right to the side. A two-man down for Palos. What an entrance from there.
Behold! Silent might wish to retract your last move.
And there you have it. Palos picks up the double kill. What an opportunity for him, showing up at just the perfect time.
Behold!
Global silence strikes again, but what can you do? A lot of silencer in this meta. Amazing two-man stun for them. That's the kind of overextension that Fnatic want to get out of OG here. They dive deep, no tombstone for that engagement. The pickoff proving super valuable. Exactly what Fnatic fight. Want a fight around their tower. OG Course commit in deep. Gives Palos a free fight here. Puck barely living with the jaunts of Armel here, dodging some right clicks. Absolutely beautiful.
And this, I mean, that AoE stun, Curse Crown, then they're all just set up. There's nothing G can do. Second life.
Again, this is not that type of anchor fight OG wants around their Wukong, around their tombstone. It's a
Radiant's
big
bottom
injection of net
tower
worth
is
for
under
Fnatic
attack.
here.
Massive. In fact, the first time that they've had the net worth lead, which you would expect them to have with an Alchemist lineup. Haste! So, goes to say a lot about the way that they've managed their way back into the game. They'll say that they're ahead. It's still definitely OG controlling tempo of this game. They're the ones at driver's seat. They're the ones going to be dictating this next fight, which is going to be four-man smoke. Breaks on mid. And, nothing will come of it.
A lot of movement for OG. Feel that they know they're stronger. They want to control the map. Fnatic just splitting them up being super annoying to catch. Not super reliable at this point in the game. That said, the start that they have in this game, the early Aegis, the amount they're going to be able to farm on the map with all three of their cores. The issue for Fnatic here is, are they going to get to this Alchemist timing and can actually engage in the fight? KBs from OG, and just the raw physical that's come out from this lineup. You have the Detso, you have the Melt Hit there, and then you have a DK Monkey King on the back of that. They're just going to output an insane amount of damage into this Alchemist. Not going to have armor for a lot of time, and I think that's why Palos is, again, we saw this yesterday, rushing AC here. Radiant's BKB AC, skipping Blink.
I'm a little bit surprised he didn't go for the Heaven's Halberd. I thought that was
the other
choice,
option.
yeah.
I think we were going to see what does he think is going to deal with this physical the most. Jab's even going for this Rave Pack over the Helm of the Overlord, just trying to help mitigate some of this damage, able to fight into this OG ball. Blink on Armel. Maybe time to get aggressive here.
Yeah,
they have
Blink
to
with
be
the
careful,
BKB. This has got to be a big power spike for Fnatic, and if they get the right opening here.
Here's some damage mitigation. Frost armor off this Ogre Frost Mage.
That is a
huge
monster pickup, actually.
Yeah, it's actually huge for what OG want to do in these fights. Maybe giving Fnatic the confidence to push in here.
OG, do not give them the free team fight opener here. But Fnatic are still going to push it.
DJ would really like to get a toss back here and disjoint the fight.
They're going to go for it off the glyph. They're going to go for the Wukong spin. Do you think it changed on the Alchemist inside? That nice toss back for DJ. There goes the Terrorize as well. They've got the stuns going out onto the TA, but it looks like Palos maybe wants BTM instead. They're going to go for the DK. Now turn back to that Templar assassin. And they just fly through OG one by one. Your tombstone means nothing. Your tower doesn't mean a damn. They just run down these heroes with the Alchemist. Lost sight, gets the vision, stuns himself, but it doesn't matter. The Rubick's dead as well. 4 dead on the side of OG. They thought they could defend that tower against Fnatic, but they thought wrong.
Fnatic with the ward behind the tower. The Hawks doing all the work there. The toss from DJ absolutely perfect conceptually for how Fnatic wants to take this fight. Uragi doesn't have BKB yet. He's just getting stuck in the brambles from this Willow Shard as well. Ground Boots rushed it, definitely paying dividends. An amazing fight for Fnatic here, using their timing to the max. Beautiful silences from Armel on the backside.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That Ogre Frost Mage should get the extra right clicks in the middle of it all.
That was actually, I mean, that toss was so good, but at the same time, Armel and Janwell's response was also so perfect that the toss maybe wasn't even needed.
Might have just been able to stand and fight.
Yeah, he might have been able to because everybody else responded so perfectly.
I mean, a beautiful synchronization of timings. You have the Blink Witchblade for Puck, you have the BKB for Alk, you have the Ray Pack for Jabs. Really nice itemization here from Fnatic. Even that Willow Shard proving to be immensely useful in that engagement. Fnatic strike back here, pushing the lead up to 5K. Again, the vision game has just been immaculate from them. Silver controlling most of the map here. Hawks and wards deep OG side. I don't think OG's been able to get any wards on Fnatic's side for a decent time. Costing them dearly. They just can't read where Fnatic's splitting them up. All of a sudden, Palos, Hyperstone, clearing some zombies.
Can you no longer farm zombie?
Radiant's bottom tower
take
is
advantage
under
of this.
attack.
Oh, they're looking for a mark.
Oh, but he's got the BKB.
Radiant's
Still though,
bottom
a
tower.
BKB expended is a decent win. Decent trade-off for a Coil used, especially since they got to tier 2. They're going to be able to take down first tier. It feels like Fnatic is still going to be kind of running this game until the TA BKB. That I feel like is maybe when OG can turn and take these teams a little bit better.
Triple core BKB timing is going to be OG's best way to retake this game, especially for the Roshan fight. I wouldn't be surprised to just see OG play for it, considering they want Fnatic to come into them.
At the same time, that's going to be... Ooh, the smoke's going to break. Ooh, TJ almost caught him there with the avalanche, but Amar was just a bit quicker.
This is where the vision game means a lot, right? You see this monkey in a tree, you might get a cut. You might just be able to jump him before he jumps you. And at the same time, try and secure this next Roshan. Fnatic pushing hard here. Another ward for OG going to go down. I'm worried about their ability to contest this next Roshan if they don't see anything. It's going to be a blind smoke, trying to bank on the power of triple BKB, enough to fight through all of the boar slow, potential tossback saves.
I mean, not that OG know, but I feel like a later Roshan is to their advantage. Like, if Roshan spawned right now, I feel like Fnatic could take it pretty...
under attack.
But a later Roshan means a chance for BKB. It's on BCM. It's soon going to be on Uragi. So they are going to hit their timing to play for this. We are going to have a big clash.
Problem is, armor differential is getting skewed heavily in the last few minutes here. Yeah. AC done for Palos. Jab even picked up Dragon Scale phase boots, just trying to pack on any extra armor he has. Fnatic have a very good read on this game, which is if OG can't kill you through right clicks, there is no other damage in their line.
So in that case, how does OG set up a team? Like, who are they gunning for first?
You have to go in with the DK stun, go in with a lift, chain that stuns, commit with all your cores in BKB and burst a good core. Ideally, you're looking for Puck or Alk with the majority of Fnatic's damage.
Do you think they can burst the Alk?
That's a tricky question. I think they can with the triple BKB chain stun. The question is there going to be another tossback? Is there going to be a more arrow?
He jumps in. Amar goes straight through the BKB. They're going to try and blow up the Beastmaster, trying to lay the damage into him. It's a little bit slow, but the Wukong's managed to ensure it pretty easily with the Tombstone out as well. This part of the fight, this area is OG's, but Fnatic are outside of it. And they're going to back. They're going to go back in, perhaps. No. DJ. He was behind them, but it looks like the rest of Fnatic called it quits. They said it's not worth it. Let's not fight into this Tombstone any longer. The trade-off was not bad for Fnatic. 2.
Yeah, especially with the late Rosh, as you said. I think they're happy to get KBs used and on cooldown. That was a Wukong dying Tombstone anchored fight. Probably the worst case scenario for Fnatic. They still get 2 supports off the back of it. Jabs was pretty tanky there, man. This little armor plus the Frost Ogre is adding up.
Yeah, I felt like
even with an extra buckler.
Did he miss a Melt Strike or something? I felt like he took no damage in it.
The extra Radiance mischance, perhaps?
Yeah, I think that might have been it. I did not see a big melt hit. And I was like, is there a Evan? We'll watch it back. Watch. Jab's HP did not go down very quickly. Uragi jumped.
Tickling him here.
Oh, he missed! Oh, man. I mean, not that it really changed too much. Ultimately, he died, and I'm not sure if Uragi could have killed someone.
Probably not. That fight's going to go the same way, but you can see the power of this armor adding up for Fnatic here. Worrying for OG because their physical is not going to scale to an insane amount in the next 5 to 6 minutes here, which is just giving up to Roshan or giving Aegis to this Alchemist who's suddenly going to be at your macking your build.
Radiant's middle
We're about
tower
to find out. Roshan's going to right now. A little bit surprised he didn't go for the acid spray.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like that is a kind of natural counter, but it's a small answer to like Wukong's smash.
Yeah, but you want to sit in the Wukong and see how you're going to create a damage test here? I don't know. The other games we saw in Players Out, we took this damage for Eagles Greed every time. It's a significant amount of damage.
Is under attack.
Combine it with the Fnatic Blade, suddenly get free Sacred Relic every hit.
Alright, so
That
OG give this Roshan to
Dire's
Fnatic.
bottom tower is under attack.
Surely that means that they think that there's a better timing for them. Like, do you feel like they can just push this game to outscale the Alchemist because they do have sort of three-fourths
Dire's
farm?
bottom tower.
Here, if it goes very late, yes, I think OG scores kick in, especially if we're talking about Dragon Knight Hags timing, Mjolnir. These types of items are going to make it hard for Fnatic's itemization to just push
Dire's
through.
bottom tower
I'm not
is
sure they're
under
going to
attack.
get there at this rate, though. Like, Fnatic is
Radiant's
getting huge
middle
timing
tower
here on the
is
back
under
of this
attack.
Alc. He got his shard as well, extra Berserk Potion coming in. Again, let's say Fnatic take a fight where Wukong gets used, no one gets caught, and Fnatic can reset. That's high ground scenario. Yeah, right there. And I don't think you're taking that fight to the Hades.
Maybe that's a big reason why OG didn't fight for that. They have to be super careful about what that team fight looks
Dire's
like.
bottom
Say
tower
if they,
is under
they try and
attack.
execute and they don't actually get the kills required, they're gonna have Fnatic banging on their front door. In fact, they're gonna go for it right now. Knock, knock. Anybody from OG home?
EJ might give him a warm welcome. He's looking with the Hawk Vision, Force Staff and Blink. He will be happy to toss anybody back here, force himself back out.
Yeah,
very,
OG,
very
they
bad.
see that Hawk. They played the distance away. They're gonna try and slow down
Radiant's
early.
top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
that's kind of awkward.
Radiant's
Paul's
top
is like,
tower.
okay, you stunned me. I'm still gonna go. Chemical Rage is about to wear out though, so it's about time for Fnatic to reset.
Dire's middle tower is under
Don't
attack.
think they want to fight without them. They still have plenty of time in the age. I feel like there's no
It's
rush
up
here.
at 20, another Chemical Rage.
Yeah, they might as well
Dire's
just chill,
bottom
wait for the
tower
next
is
creep.
under attack.
He
Radiant's
in the
top
river,
barracks
Armel
are
going
under
for it.
attack.
Going for it. Armel, he's not gonna go. Or sorry, Armel picks it up. Amar does not go for it. In fact, he's gonna be caught. BKB turn around, but he's not gonna get a kill. He's just gonna. Oh, he can't TP.
Doesn't
out.
happen.
30 seconds to
cooldown.
trees here in a second for the coil catches him. Perfect timing from Armel. Timed it perfectly with the BKB racing out.
Fight.
And now there's still a fight going on inside the basement. BZM. Oh, unstable concoction going out from the Rubick, keeping this Alchemist controlled for now. The Terroride's gonna go and push the Templar Assassin back at the same time, but the range barracks is already dead.
Tombstone
Palos thinking about
gone.
going for more. The Tombstone's on out. With no Amar and no Tombstone, much of the team fight is just gone here for OG.
This is Rax for sure.
Radiant's top barracks
Rage is
are
still
under
up for
attack.
2 seconds. Chemical Rage gonna wear out, but I don't think Palos is afraid of much here. No Wukong, no Tombstone, no ability to pull this out deep into their base either.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rax, and there's no reason to let up.
Yeah, there's still 2
Radiant's
minutes
middle
left on this
tower has
Aegis. I mean, if
fallen.
you didn't stop them before, how are you going to put together the team fight to stop them now?
All right, there's some damage.
Yeah, it's definitely coming out. Okay, second life. Not going to allow the Chemical Rage as well. But Fnatic, Amar is coming back up. I feel like this could be an opening for OG.
Chain's done it right, pulled out back in with a lift. They do have the burst.
Dragon Knight, here comes Dragon Knight initiation, but defensive Force Staffs. The Alchemist was already facing away. Still, Fnatic had a pretty clean way to reset that fight. And, abilities put on cooldown. Dragon game.
Dire are scanning.
Farm the map. Eagles Greed go to work, get to your next round of items where you're too tanky for OG's damage. Jabs working towards a Lotus, going to be amazing versus the single target stun chain that Chu has been trying to pull off. Very quick force staff from EJ as well. They know the only way OG wins the fight is if they pull this out and lock him up. More time for Armel to clear the map. He is going to scale into late game puck territory. Scary in any game, to say the least.
It's not Paladin Sword. Yep, it was. Paladin Sword drop for Fnatic. That is a huge pickup for an Alchemist.
Very happy with that one. Strength link front line as well. It's a lot tankier than last time. And this Frost Ogre still going to work here.
Yeah,
A lot of
this is
EHP.
the same one from
Probably his brother.
10 minutes ago. $13,000 net worth for Fnatic. OG. This year, Avery talked about the fact that they can go late, but will they actually get there? Fnatic made door shut. no possibility for OG to play a 45-minute Dota game. Take him out. 35.
The Hawks in mind. DJ can still go aggressive here. He's opening, especially with OG showing on this bottom lane. TA farming it out. Fnatic knows OG does not have their full lineup here. Here's the pull-in.
A little bit, but they still not have their Undying.
He's trying to buy weight pack right now. He's letting the Philosopher's Stone tick up. Finally gets it.
What a reaction there, Paolo.
Another rack's down.
Dragon form used.
Again, Fnatic's not trying to end the game off these pushes. They just want to bring OG back, stop them farming, and maintain their vision control. OG has no real good plays outside their base that aren't going to be obvious. Here's that 5-man smoke. Fnatic should be very ready.
Triangle like this. Look at DJ's positioning. He's ready to pop that smoke. He throws out the avalanche with Mars a little bit quicker. Though at the same time, DJ did blink backwards very nicely. Turn to break it. That's not back. At the same time, Dragonite goes to the initiation, but it's Paolo who comes through. Doesn't manage to kill the Undying first on now. Almost dead. He's going to jump down to the sword. Bramble actually hits Monkey King. Doesn't manage to land. The Wukong's command onto Jazz. He's going to be terrorized, pushed out of it. Tossed over to the beach match. Now down. Paolo throws the 2-man stuff with Coil. On top of that one, they're going to work on the TA, or trying to, but TA's able to man fight up against Paolo. That's right. Isn't quite enough. The regen's coming through. They're kiting out this TA. Paolo's keeping away. DJ, he's just going to man fight the Templar Assassin. Let Palos live, and DJ gets the kill. Palos cleans up the last one. 4 dead on the side of OG. Buyback not available for most. And Fnatic look to just keep their foot on OG's throat.
DJ using vision to the maximum there. If he had gotten that 4-staff tree cut, I don't know, that would have been my goddamn mind. But the blink outs, the toss back, the combination. DJ wasting so much of this Monkey King's time, forcing him into bad positions. Armel dancing with danger, narrowly escaping multiple times. The team fight coordination, beautiful from Fnatic. Cannot ask for more. Again, it's such a forced and easy to read move from OG, but they don't really have a choice in this game.
Fnatic keep it going. They're testing the waters, seeing if this Templar Assassin has a buyback. Spoilers, he does not.
Stone drops early here just to try and dissuade some tower hitting. I don't think Palos cares. He's happy to take up the extra gold.
Working its way through this tier 3. 12 seconds left for the Templar Assassin. OG just trying to stall it out. And Fnatic, they say, we're so far ahead at this point in time, there's no point in trying to force this too much. The TA's back up. We'll respect that. Respect the fact that OG were a very good team fighting team, fighting into their high ground with a 5-on-5. Dangerous.
Saving grace for OG. Bloodthorn on Rock. We're seeing the damage come out to this Alk. The extra crits it give. If all of OG's cores end up on this Alk and this Puck, they will destroy them in barely any amount of time. This is the one way Fnatic needs to think about losing these fights. If they think about that, they prevent it. They are in the driving seat for sure.
Just where maybe this Lotus Orb timing is going to be super important.
Yeah, if he can dispel this Alk in the middle of the fight, prevent some stuns, reflect anything. Another 5-man smoke from OG. Fnatic should be reading this, smoking around themselves. They can let the lanes do the work here.
Oh, absolutely. They just get themselves onto the high ground. OG, they're going to be forced back eventually. The creeps are pushing into their base.
Yeah, that's why these moves are so hard. Fnatic just patient. Let the creeps give you the vision, get the information. You're in no rush here. Another Roshan spawning in the next 3 minutes. Scotty on this Alchemist. 3,300 HP with over 30 armor. Good luck.
Another late Roshan. Fnatic probably going to be, you know, kind of a winning game.
Take that.
Advantage just hang out here and savoring a potential victory. Round certainly.
See some of this OG itemization, respecting the armor, trying to go for these Mjolnirs. They have one on DK, they have the DK Shard, they have this Bloodthorn on Yuragian. Even Amar building a Maelstrom into Nullifier of his own. OG trying to itemize to deal massive amounts of physical resist that Fnatic's pumping out here. I just wonder if it's too little too late. Even Quiver on this TA. Trying to get any sort of hybrid damage they can to pump into this out. Again, it's all about the jump and the burst for OG.
Okay, OG.
That's where DJ can just mess with them entirely.
Let's see if they learned their lesson from last time. They just tried to go straight up to the high ground in this visual area. And Fnatic Once again in the position, they get their tree cooked onto the monkey king. He's going to be changed, done in trouble. Armel shows up, and they get the first damage. A 1-for-1 trade-off, but immediate buyback from our Tiny. They go back to the tombstone, deal with that, and now looking to chase after whoever from OG is still outside of their base, and that means Chew. Armel actually looking for more. Missed the coil. Eventually, they do get Chew in that jungle area.
This is Roshan.
Yep.
He up in 30. Maybe they have another time to smoke out. It's going to be very close, but the DK core going down. Really intriguing throw grab from DJ. Just picks up a Mars tree and turns it against him. It's the power of the vision that Fnatic's had this entire game. OG buying back the Rubick. They know if they let this Roche go, it's GG.
Look at Fnatic just refusing to leave this area, forcing OG time and time again to flank on a low ground area. So disciplined. They know they have the advantage. They know OG has to come out and contest this Roshan, and they just sit there lying in wait. Waiting. Essentially a very advantageous team fight. Got that kind of issue round.
This is refreshing charge. You're looking at potentially double coil, maybe double war, depends who they want to give it to. Maybe either be really effective. The double war versus these OG DKs could be absolutely devastating. This is pretty much the last team fight of the game up here, Fnatic. Where does OG choose to take it?
Not going to
Charge has fallen to the ground.
So that means likely they're just going to have to wait inside of the base, but they are holding around this ward. They think maybe Fnatic's going to slip up in positioning here. Buddy.
Not slipping to anything, they just smoke through.
Yeah, just a 5-man smoke. Look at them, so disciplined, just sticking together as 5. They can't lose a team fight. That's the way they feel anyway. BKB going off from a Mars. Power strike goes up. You've got to take a hit in the Berserker. Supposed to try to help him out. The turnaround roar goes out onto the Alchemist. Jack now throws his own roar against the Templar attack. Ambo, Wukong's command out. They're trying to focus down Palace as they can. The Beastmaster goes down next. DJ jumping in and finishing out the Templar assassin, but Palace has already taken the damage. His first life is dead. DJ barely getting outside Wukong's command, but Armel gets the coil onto a bar. He knows perhaps BKB. Palace going to show up on his second life and easily deal with him. The unstable Conduction gets the extra stun onto BZM as well. They're letting nobody from OG get out of this one alive. They're going to chase after for more and more. DJ avalanche off the mark, but it doesn't matter. Choose to die next. They spot Taiga. He TPs away successfully. OG going to have to use their rest of their buybacks, and they will still be left in a 4 versus 5.
Double core buybacks for both teams here. Puck and Beast had to buy for Fnatic, a costly team fight victory. That said, they are pushing the last racks here. And OG do not have Wukong, they do not have Tombstone. There it gets dropped actually.
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
don't think they
attack.
can defend this well.
Yeah, they did so much in their game. One beautiful initiation, the contact, and there goes the Mar. Dead 80 seconds, BZM. First crown dumped up. Yuragi trying to find an opening to get some damage in, but he just can't do it. BZM gets beat to a pulp, and Yuragi's just sitting there watching. Throws the damage on DJ, but DJ again and again and again. 2-man stun. Touchbacks all over the place. Fnatic, a clean victory here. Off of what was a bit of a shaky start the first 10 minutes.